Little Miss Baby. Little Miss Baby lived in a pretty little cottage on Wannabe Avenue in Spiceland, where the grass is yellow and the trees are purple. Little Miss Baby was the nicest, sweetest, kindest person you could ever meet. She was always trying to do kind things for other people. She rushed around all day long doing good deeds. Like the time she noticed that little Miss Ginger had left her ladder out, so little Miss Baby put it away for her in her garage. Like the time she noticed that little Miss Scary's car had a flat tire, so she changed the wheel. And like the time she noticed that little Miss Sporty's swimming pool needed filling, so she turned on the hose. Little Miss Baby was very pleased with all the good deeds she had done. And all of this sounds terribly kind and helpful, doesn't it? But the only thing is that it wasn't helpful, very far from it. You see, little Miss Ginger had been up on her roof fixing her TV dish and could not get down. Little Miss Baby had rushed off to help Mr. Muddle before she had finished fitting little Miss Scary's new tire. Little Miss Scary had a very scary drive to the shops. And little Miss Baby forgot to turn off the hose before she rushed away to pick up Mr. Clumsy shopping. Little Miss Sporty had not come home to a swimming pool. She had come home to a lake. So, as kind and helpful as little Miss Baby tried to be, she never realized the chaos she caused. But how could the other little Miss Spice Girls tell her without hurting her feelings? Then little Miss Ginger had an idea. What little Miss Baby needed to keep her out of trouble was a job, and little Miss Ginger had the perfect job in mind. Little Miss Baby became a radio DJ who spent all day giving people advice and helping them on her radio show. Little Miss Baby loved her new job. And the other little Miss Spice Girls loved not having to worry about little Miss Baby's good deeds. That evening, they all had dinner at little Miss Ginger's house. They all sat down to eat, but as they took their first bite, they all gasped and huffed and gulped. It was the hottest supper they had ever tasted. What had happened? And then little Miss Ginger and little Miss Scary and little Miss Sporty looked at little Miss Baby, who turned bright pink. I just thought it needed a helping hand, she stammered. So I added some extra spice. Well, you certainly spiced up our evening, laughed all the little Miss Spice Girls.